Reach podcast, part of the Luxury Within Reach network. I'm Leroy Glover, your guide through the world of luxury. And today's episode, luxury and social comparisons. We're going to delve into how luxury settings often lead us to unconsciously compare ourselves with others. The world of luxury isn't just about elegance and exclusivity. It also subtly involves the aspects of social comparison. When we find ourselves in luxurious environments, it's natural to observe and often subconsciously compare ourselves to those around us. Today, we'll explore this phenomenon and understand its impact on our psyche. Whether we're conscious of it or not, we often find ourselves observing others and drawing comparisons. These comparisons can be about lifestyles, achievements, or even personal styles. Let's dive into understanding this instinctive behavior. In the opulent surroundings of luxury, it's almost automatic to gauge ourselves against others. This isn't just about material possessions. It's about what they represent, success, status, and a certain way of life. It's intriguing how these environments can evoke a range of emotions, from admirations to aspirations, and sometimes even feelings of inadequacy. Now, let's smoothly transition to explore the impact of this social comparison on our psyche. Now, it's a complex interplay of emotions. On one hand, luxury can inspire us, fueling our aspirations. On the other hand, it could lead us to self-doubt or a sense of lacking. How do we navigate these contrasting feelings? How do we maintain a healthy perspective when surrounded by luxury? These are some of the questions we're going to try to answer. To make this exploration more personal and applicable, I encourage you to engage in a reflective exercise. The next time you find yourself in a luxurious setting, observe your thoughts. Are you comparing yourself to others? How does that make you feel? Reflecting on these reactions can provide insights into how luxury influences your self-perception and emotional well-being. As we seamlessly weave into our next topic on the Luxury Within Reach podcast, let's focus on the intriguing psychological dynamics at play in luxurious environments. These settings, replenished and opulent, often act as a catalyst for unconscious comparisons. It's a curious aspect of human nature where luxury becomes a lens and measure through which we assess our own achievements, lifestyle, and even our sense of self-worth. We find ourselves often unknowingly stacking our lives against those we perceive in these affluent surroundings. Consider how a simple stroll through a high-end boutique or a visit to an exclusive event can stir up within us a flurry of comparisons. Are we as successful as others here? Do our lifestyles measure up? These questions might fleetingly cross our minds, influenced by sheer grandeur and elegance around us. It's fascinating, isn't it? How luxury can become a yardstick for personal apparel. Now, let's shift our discussion to the psychological underpinnings of this phenomenon. What drives us to make these comparisons? Is it a natural inclination towards competition, or is it something deeper, perhaps a quest for belonging or validation? And importantly, how do these silent assessments impact our behaviors and self-perceptions? Are they motivating forces, or do they seed doubt and discontent? To bring this concept closer to your personal experience, I invite you to a reflective exercise. Think about your last encounter with luxury. Did you find yourself making comparisons? How did that affect your mood, your self-esteem, your choices? Reflecting on these moments often offer valuable insights into how luxury shapes not only our desires, but also our self-image and interactions. This brings us to today's practical segment. We'll discuss strategies to shift focus from comparisons to personal growth. How can we appreciate luxury without falling into the trap of comparisons? How do we use these experiences to fuel our aspirations rather than feel inadequate? As additional resources for deeper insights, I recommend a selection of podcasts and books that tackle the concepts of social comparisons. You can find them in YouTube, and these resources offer valuable strategies for overcoming the tendency to compare and instead focus on personal progress and self-appreciation. As we wrap up today's episode, remember that luxury should be a source of inspiration, not comparison. Please join us next time on the Luxury Within Reach podcast for more insight into navigating the world of luxury. Until then, focus on your journey and cherish your achievements.